come to Korea, you have to search out all the interesting ethnic neighborhoods to get the different types of regional Korean cuisines. We have driven, I would say, 30 to 40 minutes from Paju City, where we're residing, to visit one of Korea's very ethnic restaurants.
The food hails from the southwestern Korean province of Cholla-Nam-do. We select our dishes off a paper menu just like you would at a sushi bar. And then the food is served piping hot to our table. It consists of dishes like barbecued octopus and a barbecued root similar to ginseng. A well-established Korean tradition is grilling meats on the tabletop with the entire family sitting around the table salivating, bonding, and getting drunk. Bonding with new relations requires a special touch.
Alright, I'm going to try to bond. Hey, Johnny.
Oh, he's doing it.
This is called successful bonding. Bonding with a nephew. Guys, I am your uncle. Uncle. Okay? U-N-C-L-E. Would you guys like having me as your uncle? Yes or no answer would suffice. Yes or no? In the 21st century, this is how the majority of Koreans live. Stacked up in rows in huge apartment buildings. That's how you get 50 million people into a country that's smaller than the state of Ohio. They like to live among their environment in a natural sort of way. That's why they build these sorts of playgrounds. Spongy surfaces where you can exercise, and even facilities for the kiddies. A kindergarten learning room. Kids can learn 24/7. The Koreans treasure the little things like pushing their little children on swings in the backyard. This gets lost in many industrialized countries. The Korean living environment today, the suburban living environment, is modeled after the countries that have industrialized before, countries like Sweden. In fact, much of the artwork here was borrowed wholesale from Swedish art pieces. The buildings, the shape of the buildings, the positioning of one building with the garden and the playground, all modeled after a Norwegian painter, Edvard Munch. Get a load of that. East Asian living, particularly the Japanese and the Koreans, is modeled on efficiency. Everything has to be at your fingertips. Your apartment has to be very close to the gym, which has to be very close to the parking lot, which has to be very close to the supermarket, which has to be very close to the school. The Koreans have got this down to a science. Everything is within 1 meter. Everything you could possibly want. It seems just like an innocent little park. Korean people flying their kites and enjoying a Saturday afternoon. But really, it's much more than that. Behind me is the Korean Demilitarized Zone, the DMZ, which means 20 minutes from here, if I jog briskly, I could be at the zone that separates south from north. I could be in a totally different, not only ecosystem, but totally different economic system.
We could be nuked or invaded at any second.
Smell that? Doesn't smell that strong here. Freedom, the smell of freedom drifts off into the sunset as you cross over that river into North Korea, the demilitarized zone. They say that the North Korean bandits lurking in the woods over there, and if you so much as just wave a little hand, they shoot your hand off. But over here on Freedom Shores, I can smell democracy. A little thin, a little rarefied, but you can still smell it all the same. This was the last train that was heading right to the border. Then suddenly there was an announcement, Korea separated, train stopped right here, and it remains here to this day as a testament that one day the Koreans will be unified. Behind me is the bridge which leads directly to the demilitarized zone, the place that you can go if you want to have, I don't know, cater a party at the border. North Koreans are starting to do that now for some extra cash. You can have a birthday party, half the guests are in North Korea, half the guests are in South Korea. There is only one way to that place, the bridge behind me, and the tolls to ride that road are very, very expensive. It must be paid in North Korean won. If you've got the right IDs and you're North Korean, you can come here and enjoy a weekend out on the rides, flying a kite, and even have a nice North Korean style coffee.